You've probably heard the word pranayama before, right? But do you really know the incredible science behind it? It's this ancient, fascinating way to directly influence your nervous system, and all you need is your own breath. So in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly what it is and why it is so unbelievably powerful. I mean, we've all been there. You're stressed out, maybe you're anxious or even angry, and someone hits you with that classic advice: just take a deep breath. It almost feels a little dismissive, doesn't it? But what if there's a really profound truth hiding in that simple little phrase? Because here's the thing, it absolutely works. Taking slow, deep breaths has an almost instant calming effect on us. And this isn't some kind of magic trick, it's pure physiology. We're about to dive into the exact mechanism that lets this ancient practice have such a direct impact on how we feel. So let's get right to the heart of it. What is actually going on inside your body when you decide to consciously slow down your breathing? What is the secret link that turns a simple breath into a genuine feeling of peace and calm? Well, according to yogic science, it all starts with tension. You know, when we get stressed, our bodies physically clench up. This tension literally squeezes our nerves, and it creates this sort of bottleneck that chokes off the subtle flow of energy, what the source material calls consciousness, moving through our system. Now, think of consciousness here less as your thoughts and more like the fundamental electricity that's powering you. And this is where the breath becomes your superpower. The simple act of breathing slowly and deeply is the perfect antidote to that tension. It physically loosens the grip on your nerves, opening up those channels and letting your natural energy flow freely again. And the result? That immediate, feeling of relaxation and just feeling more centered. To really get this, we've got to talk about something called prana. It's described as the life force, the basic energy that animates everything in the universe. The word itself literally means first unit. And this is where my mind was kind of blown. The text connects this ancient idea to modern physics, suggesting that these first units of prana could be what physicists today call subatomic strings, literally the building blocks of reality. It's an absolutely incredible thought. Now, you might be thinking, hey, this prana stuff sounds a lot like what we talk about in meditation. And you'd be totally right. They're deeply connected, but they're like two different doors into the same room. Meditation mainly uses the mind to direct that energy flow. Pranayama, on the other hand, uses the breath as its main tool. Both are incredibly powerful, just different approaches to the same goal. So here's the key takeaway. Pranayama, which means restraint of prana, is so much more than just a bunch of breathing exercises. It's really a holistic science. It's about getting your breath, your mind, and your body to work together to systematically loosen and cultivate your entire nervous system. It's about creating the perfect inner environment for your awareness to just blossom. So how do these two amazing practices, pranayama and meditation, actually work together? How does playing with your breath get you ready for that deep, profound stillness we're all looking for in meditation? Well, the source material has this absolutely beautiful and powerful analogy to explain it all. It goes like this. Think of your nervous system as the soil, and that deep, quiet awareness you can sometimes touch in meditation, that pure bliss consciousness, well, that's the seed. This one single idea perfectly captures the unique, yet totally complementary, roles of these two practices. So you can really see it as this simple two-step process for inner growth. In meditation, we plant the seed of pure consciousness. But, for any seed to really grow, it needs good soil. And that's where pranayama comes in. It's the practice that cultivates the soil, our nervous system, making it healthy and fertile enough for that seed to sprout and really thrive in our lives. Okay, that soil and seed analogy is awesome for understanding the why, but what about the how? I mean, what's the actual physical thing that's happening? How can our breath possibly create a current of subtle energy in our body? For that, we turn to another really cool analogy. This one takes us from the garden into the physics lab. The relationship between your breath and your prana is described as being just like a magnet and a wire. You know how if you move a magnet back and forth near a copper wire, it actually creates an electrical current? Well, it's the same idea. Moving your breath in a specific, conscious way induces a flow of prana. Okay, let's break this down. In this analogy, your breath is the magnet. The wire is this tiny thread-like nerve channel that runs right up the center of your spine, which in the yogic texts is called the sushumna. The electrical current that's being created, well, that's the flow of prana. And most importantly, who's the operator moving the magnet? That's you. It's your mind controlling the entire process. So you can basically sum up the entire goal of pranayama just like this: to consciously use your breath, guided by your mind, to start and direct a flow of prana right through that central nerve channel, the sushumna. That's it. That is the core mechanic of the entire practice. And what's the point of doing all this? Well, the payoff is huge. This process is said to purify that central nerve channel. It loosens and prepares your entire nervous system, which in turn makes your meditation sessions way more effective. And ultimately, this whole process is seen as the foundational work that prepares your body and mind for what's known as the rise of enlightenment. So what does all this mean for you in your own practice? It's really simple. Think of pranayama as the warm-up act. It's a technique you do right before you sit down to meditate. You use it to till the soil of your nervous system so that the seeds you plant in meditation has the absolute best chance to grow. In the end, all of these tools, all of these incredible techniques, they're all designed to help you access a wisdom that's already inside of you. As the source material puts it so powerfully, the guru is in you. The ultimate guide for this incredible inner journey has been there all along.